Friends, you must have heard about this term called insurance. What it means in the financial world. Friends, life can throw nasty surprises to an individual or to the family. These unexpected events, these nasty surprises, can cause a lot of hardship to the family and to the individual as well. Sometimes it can derail the entire finances of the family or of an individual. And this is where insurance comes into the picture. Insurance is supposed to provide financial cushions against these unexpected events that an individual or a family may face in the life. Today we are going to talk about the insurance. Insurance has a lot of different aspects. There is life insurance, there is health insurance, there is accidental insurance, there is critical illness cover insurance. Today we are going to talk about health insurance. Friends, my name is Milind and welcome to this episode on the health insurance. So friends, let's start. No one can deny the importance of the health in the life. In order to enjoy the good things in the life, in order to enjoy the luxuries of the life, good health is a basic prerequisite. But then there are days in the life when one falls ill, and if that illness requires some kind of an hospitalization, some kind of a medical care, and that is where the health insurance comes into the picture. It is to cushion the financial blow that an individual or family may suffer due to the expenses that arises out of the hospitalization or due to the medical care. In this video, we're going to talk about what the healthcare is all about, what are the main attributes and benefits of the health insurance, what are the different problems, solutions and explanations, and we will also see the health insurance models and basis. Friends, this COVID pandemic has created a lot of health related challenges for an individual and for the family. It is high time you rethink and recalculate your health insurance needs. You need to ask 4 basic questions. Am I the only one who is covered as a part of health insurance from my employer? Do I have a standalone health insurance policy, or do I have a family floater policy? Is my health insurance cover sufficient in case any of the family member or yourself gets infected with COVID? Will you be able to withstand the financial burdens that may arise out of the hospitalization due to the COVID and the treatment, the cost of the treatment that you have to undergo even post-COVID, even post-COVID recovery? Do the senior members of your family, do they have the health insurance cover? Is that health insurance sufficient? You need to ask these questions because the hospitalization that may cause due to the COVID-19, the expenses can be anything between 3 lakhs to 5 lakhs. And if there are post-recovery complications, then that expenses can further go up. And not only because of COVID, because of the stressful lifestyle, the rise of cancers because of the pollution. So these kind of diseases can also create a big hole in your financial pocket, and it may require hospitalization. And hence, you must have to have an health insurance to cushion that financial blow that may occur because of the hospitalization, because of this medical treatment. So friends, I sincerely urge you to look at your health-related insurance requirements. Look whether you have the sufficient health cover or not. And if not, then you must immediately consult your financial advisor, financial planner, and you must get a guidance to buy the right policy, to buy the right insurance. So, As I stated earlier, health insurance is to provide a financial cushion to an individual or to a family in case he gets hospitalized or in case he requires some medical treatment for any illness, for any sickness. Let's talk about the numbers. In our country, if you see, 86% of the rural population doesn't have any health insurance. In urban, that percentage is 82%. So only 14% in rural areas and probably only 18% in urban areas are covered with the health insurance. And this is gross under-penetration of health insurance in this country. Friends, if any person requires some medical care because of some kind of illness, and if that illness is severe, then it can require a lot of amount to treat that person, and it can derail the entire finances of the family. And this gross under penetration is one of the worrying factor. More than 80% of the population is without an health insurance. This is approximately 50 crore people. Rising insurance cost is another factor, and it is contributing to fewer employees offering health insurance. So I think the gross under penetration of the health insurance is one of the alarming factor in this country. Of course, of late, one good thing is that there is awareness about the health insurance. COVID pandemic has taught us a lot of things. And one of that thing is that people are getting aware that one must need to have a health insurance in case some medical emergency arises. What are the offerings that this health insurance provides? It provides the treatment in the hospital for inpatient, right? For the women, for the maternity care, it provides the cover for care before and after the baby is born, right? It also covers the services and device that are required a person to recover from the medical emergency in case he is injured, in case some accident happens to him, right? Lab test, any pathological investigations, any medical investigations as a part of the medical treatment that are also getting covered in the part of the healthcare offerings. It protects from high and unexpected costs, as I stated, right? It acts as a cushion, financial cushion to the family and to an individual. There is a renewability, lifetime renewability. Basically, a person, a family can renew their health insurance policies year on year. And there are tax benefits as well. Person can claim tax benefits under the section 80 and cashless services. There are hospitals which offers cashless services. So person need not have to pay from his pocket when he gets admitted into the hospital, and that entire hospitalization expenses are covered as a part are covered by the insurance as a part of this facility called cashless services. There are other offerings as well. Government launched the insurance portability scheme some 3-4 years back. So in this case, basically, if you are not happy with your current health insurance provider, you can move to the another health insurance provider. It is like a mobile number portability. If you are not happy with your current service provider, then you can move from one service provider to another service provider. Let's say you can move from Idea to Airtel or vice versa. Similarly, this health insurance portability offers you a benefit to move to the different health insurance provider in case you are not happy with the current insurance provider, its services, its terms and conditions. So this is another benefit of having the health insurance. You need not have to get stuck with only one health insurance.